Imagine waking up one morning feeling like you're stuck in a loop. You open your eyes, still heavy from sleep, and a sense of unease washes over you. The thoughts flood in. I didn't do enough yesterday. I didn't reach my goals. I'm still carrying that weight from last week. You go through the motions of your morning routine, but there's this nagging feeling that something is off. It's like you're reliving the same day over and over again, stuck in the same emotional patterns. You've probably had days when you feel like you're fighting the same battles, dealing with the same frustrations, and carrying the same emotional baggage from the past. And then you wonder, why does it feel like my life is stuck on repeat? Is there any way to break free from this cycle of negative emotions? If these questions resonate with you, you're not alone. In fact, the struggle to free ourselves from past emotions and create a new, better version of ourselves is something everyone faces at one point or another. But here's the thing, it's possible to break free. The process of breaking free from negative emotions and reprogramming your mindset is not as complicated as it seems. It starts with a shift in perspective, a willingness to challenge your past and your habitual ways of thinking. Before we dive into the solutions, let's first talk about the root causes of those negative emotions. Where do they come from? And why do they persist? Negative emotions are often born from unresolved experiences in our past, traumas, disappointments, regrets, or even the failure to meet our own expectations. These emotions are like anchors, holding us back and keeping us tied to old ways of thinking. They manifest in different forms: self-doubt, anxiety, anger, guilt, and fear. But here's the key point. These emotions are not permanent. They don't define who you are or dictate how your future will unfold. They're simply signals from your brain, trying to protect you from further hurt or discomfort. The problem is, these signals can often be overactive, sending us into a state of chronic stress or anxiety, making it difficult to move forward. To break free, you first need to become aware of these patterns. Pay attention to the emotions that arise throughout your day and try to trace them back to their source. Are they connected to past experiences? Are they linked to a specific person or event? Once you identify the root cause, you can begin to take the necessary steps to release those emotions and start fresh. Lesson 1. Rewriting your story. The power of changing your narrative ****. A major step in breaking free from negative emotions is the ability to rewrite your own story. The way you perceive yourself and your life can either limit you or empower you. When you carry around the weight of past failures, regrets, or negative experiences, you're essentially telling yourself a story of limitations. But you have the power to change that story. Let's take a look at an example. Jack, a young professional in his late 20s, had always struggled with his self-esteem. He grew up in a household where his achievements were never celebrated, and he learned to view himself as someone who would never measure up. Every time he failed at something, his inner dialogue would reinforce that belief. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. But one day, Jack decided to change his story. He realized that his past didn't have to define his future. He acknowledged his past failures, but chose to view them as learning experiences, rather than permanent setbacks. Slowly but surely, Jack began rewriting his narrative. He started to see himself as a work in progress, someone who could learn, grow, and succeed. The same applies to you. Start by challenging the stories you've been telling yourself. Are they based on facts or assumptions? Are they empowering you or holding you back? The power to change your narrative is in your hands. And once you do, you'll find that negative emotions start to lose their grip on you. Lesson 2. Letting go of the past. The importance of forgiveness ****. to truly break free from negative emotions. One of the most powerful things you can do is let go of the past. This includes forgiving yourself and others for past mistakes, hurts, and disappointments. Forgiveness is not about excusing bad behavior or forgetting what happened. It's about releasing the hold that past events have on you. Holding on to anger, resentment, or regret only keeps you chained to the past. It prevents you from moving forward, and it creates a toxic emotional environment that impacts every aspect of your life. Let's look at Mary, a woman in her mid-30s who had been carrying around a deep sense of betrayal. She had a falling out with a close friend years ago, and since then, she couldn't shake the anger and disappointment she felt. This emotional baggage affected her relationships, her career, and her overall happiness. After years of struggling, Mary decided to take a step towards forgiveness. She reached out to her former friend, not to rekindle the relationship, but to release the negative emotions she had been holding onto. It wasn't easy, but over time, she began to feel lighter. Forgiveness allowed her to free herself from the past and create space for new, positive experiences in her life. Forgiveness doesn't always mean reconciliation with others. Sometimes it means forgiving yourself for mistakes you've made and for holding onto things that no longer serve you. The act of letting go can be incredibly freeing, and it's one of the most important steps you can take to heal and move forward. Lesson 3. Embracing change. The role of adaptability in personal growth ***. Change is inevitable, yet many of us resist it. We get comfortable with the familiar, even if it's not serving us well. The truth is, growth requires change, and if we don't embrace it, we stay stuck in old patterns. Embracing change isn't just about accepting the big shifts in life. It's about being flexible and willing to adapt to the smaller, everyday changes. It's about understanding that growth happens when you step out of your comfort zone and take risks. Lesson 4. Cultivating self-compassion. Being kind to yourself ***. Another crucial step in breaking free from negative emotions is learning to cultivate self-compassion. Too often, we are our harshest critics, holding ourselves to impossibly high standards and berating ourselves when we fall short. Self-compassion is about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a good friend. It's about forgiving yourself for mistakes, embracing your imperfections, and recognizing that you are human. Meet Tom, a man in his early 40s who had always been hard on himself. He was a successful entrepreneur, but no matter how much he accomplished, he always felt it wasn't enough. He would constantly compare himself to others and beat himself up for not doing more. One day, Tom realized that this self-criticism was only holding him back. He began practicing self-compassion, acknowledging his achievements, and treating himself with kindness. Over time, he learned to celebrate his successes instead of focusing on his failures. Lesson 5. Building healthy habits. The power of consistency. One of the most effective ways to break free from negative emotions is by building healthy habits that support your well-being. Consistency is key when it comes to personal growth, and developing daily routines can help you stay grounded and focused. Small changes, when practiced consistently, can lead to significant transformations over time. Whether it's exercising regularly, practicing mindfulness, or eating nourishing foods, these habits help to shift your mindset and keep you aligned with your goals. Lesson 6. Surrounding yourself with positivity. The influence of your environment. The people you surround yourself with and the environments you spend your time in can have a profound impact on your emotional state. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it can be challenging to break free from your own negative patterns. On the other hand, cultivating a positive environment can help to lift your mood and encourage personal growth. Seek out relationships that support your goals and inspire you to be better. Whether it's friends, family, or a mentor, surround yourself with people who uplift you. Lesson 7. Taking action. The importance of progress over perfection. At some point, breaking free from negative emotions requires more than just awareness and reflection. It requires taking action. Progress, not perfection, should be your goal. Too often, we delay making changes because we feel like we need everything to be perfect before taking the first step. But the truth is, waiting for the perfect moment often leads to inaction. The key is to take imperfect action, even if you feel uncertain or scared. Look at Rachel, a woman in her early 40s who had been contemplating starting her own business for years. She was always waiting for the right time, the right conditions, and the right resources. But Rachel realized that the perfect moment might never come. She decided to start her business with what she had and learned along the way. It wasn't easy, and there were many bumps along the road. But taking action, no matter how small, propelled her forward. Slowly, her business began to grow, and she felt a renewed sense of purpose and accomplishment. Breaking free from negative emotions and creating a new version of yourself is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey. It requires commitment, self-awareness, and a willingness to face challenges along the way. But as you continue to rewrite your story, let go of the past, build healthy habits, surround yourself with positivity, and take action, you will begin to see the transformation unfold. You will start to feel lighter, more empowered, and more in control of your emotions. Remember, breaking free from negative emotions is not about eliminating all discomforts or challenges. It's about learning to navigate life with a new mindset, one that allows you to move forward, grow, and become the best version of yourself. So, take a deep breath, embrace the process, and know that with every step you take, you are one step closer to the life you truly desire. Thank you for watching.